Well, I think things were going too well. I think we were getting a lot of work done. We got a lot of sanding done. Got the boat squared away, so Mother Nature gave me some snow. Luckily we have the tarps and the heater, although because it's a diesel heater, it shuts down for no reason. It back chokes on itself if there's a slight breeze, and otherwise it's just kind of crappy. It just drives me crazy. That's why I don't have a diesel heater in the boat anymore, because they're incredibly unreliable. Everyone else swears by them, but in my experience, no good. In this case, I'm happy to have anything to help me keep this workspace warm, because it's not warm. Alright, blaring music. You know, I'm just gonna ignore the fact that it seems like winter's come right back to bite me in the arse. And we're gonna just pound the heat in there, pound the music, and I'm gonna get to work. But first, since winter is back, we're gonna pretend that Christmas is back. We're gonna talk about this. Chestnuts roasting on an open fire. Hey, buddy. Oh. So this is Honey. Honey's a cutie. She likes to sit by the wood stove all day and guard my epoxy. All right, so I've discussed with you guys in the past how Old-Timers Epoxy has been helping this project along. Hi, Honey. I just wanted to show you guys. He's got all new branding. Look at these. It's incredibly forgiving because I'm an amateur. Don't know what I'm doing. I'm not measuring half the damn time. I'm eyeballing stuff, and I've never had a single batch cook off too fast or cook off too slow or do anything like that. You're just really cute. Marine, look at this. Isn't that cool? There's the marine fiberglass epoxy resin. There you go. It's got a kind of Soviet propaganda look to it. I love it. He also gifted me, along with my order, look at all these 1 pint mixing cups. And they're branded as well. Look at that. Oh, it looks so good. Oh, it looks amazing. And of course, some Cavasil. This is awesome. So thank you so much, Joel, for helping this project along as much as you have so far. If you guys are interested in Old-Timers Industries, and you're interested in a very stable, clear 2-to-1 epoxy, I'll include a link in the description to his stuff. I always do. Well, almost as good as the epoxy I have a Christmas gift is this beautiful sunshine, which is back now. So it's still cold, still see my breath, but we can also see that the epoxy is kicking. UV light picks it even faster than heat, so on the sunny side we're doing good. On the other side I'm kind of like moving the heaters around. But my complaining was so intense, I guess. The guys here at the marina hooked me up with that guy. That one's a propane version. So yeah, it burns a lot of propane, but it works, and it works in any direction. So I've been able to turn it up and angle it in the right direction to bake what the sun doesn't touch. So yeah, we got basically the bows done, below the waterline anyway, for glass anyway. So we still have to do fairing, sanding, fairing, and then primer, and then bottom coat. So we are so far from actually done, but that's pretty cool. Got the start of the glass done and I feel good about it, and it turns out I can actually do it solo as long as I use a lot of red tape. Check in. Okay, so sanding wise, this is the starboard hull. And remember guys, I mentioned in the last episode, this is the one with the most damage here on the keel. It's mostly just delaminated glass, and the salt water got in there a bit, but it didn't rot, it being salt water and everything being okay. But what it did also do is it dug underneath, and there's a little bit right here, you can see it, where it dug underneath the fiberglass and there's this top coat of fiberglass. It's like this bit right here, and you can see it's really kind of thick. There's some air pockets, delamination that's happened in there, so I'm taking all of that off everywhere. But underneath that, and I guess it's really just down here, right at the lowest part, there's some, there you go, there's a piece right there. And see what I mean? There's a little tiny bit of delamination between the two layers of CSM that they used below the water line. So I'm cutting that out, and it's really only in this like 4 foot by 1 foot section. So we're gonna have to lay the glass extra thick here. We're gonna put another layer. I might even put some CSM before I put my cloth down. I'm not sure. Well, we'll see what I have available, but basically, yeah, we just don't want to leave any of those bubbles, because anywhere that there's those bubbles, it's a point of weakness. It's a point where osmosis can happen and water can get in there. And it's not as bad as like on a purely fiberglass boat where the water would get in there and like get all the way through the boat and like sink the boat, because we still have a plywood hull, and that is like the main strength of the boat. So it really wouldn't sink the boat. It would just cause some problems, probably a little bit of rot. So we'd rather not that not happen. So sand, sand, sand. And yeah, tomorrow I guess I'll get to fiberglass some of this. Hopefully I'll have some help out here, and it'll all go up a little bit faster. Well, I've clocked a little bit more sanding. The epoxy is kicked good and solid, and I'm back on the boat now after I guess it was a long day, but it really doesn't feel like it. I feel like I just don't have enough time in the day to get all this stuff done. And yet I'm making some good progress. I've got 1 week now before I go back in the water, and feel like we're getting there. We're getting there. The goal this weekend is to get everything on the stem and stern done, so that when the guys come back on the weekend, we can put the boat up on one end, do the starboard hull first, and then the port side hull in the center there, where there's been that deglassing, delaminating. But for now, I'm just gonna make a little bit of dinner. I'm gonna relax. We'll start this show again tomorrow. Good night. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm joined by my hardworking compatriot Adam today. Adam is a patron of the channel, and all in all a very generous and nice guy, because he's come all the way up here from Seattle, and he is right to sanding right away. So let's not hold back. Let's get it done. Alright, we're breaking for lunch right now, and I'm running my cooktop, the electric kettle, and a space heater down in the aft bunk all at the same time off of the solar coming in. I'm actually burning a little bit more than the solar's making. But yeah, he's working hard. Let's see if it resets the batteries or not. I've been running that space heater all morning, and we've been running that power drill sander off of the solar coming in, and it's still been charging the battery on top of all of that, so that's pretty impressive. It's a squeeze ball. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we didn't get very much on camera, but we've just been sanding, man. There's a lot of sanding to do. Oh, but today was just a sanding day. And we can feel it, trust me. You can feel it when it's a sanding day. Alright, we're just doing some quick math as we're taking the garbage bags out, and realize that so far on this boat build project, on the haul out, I have removed 50 pounds of paint in garbage bags out of like all the vacuum hookups and all those tarps and stuff. 50 pounds of paint.
That's a lot of paint.
That is a lot of paint. Just gotta go take a shower and wash up, get all this massive amount of dust out of our hair and stuff.
It's fucking disgusting.
It is disgusting.
It's like covered in white nastiness.
We've both simultaneously aged like 30 years in the white in our beards. So yeah, it's been a long day of sanding. Not very interesting, but we're gonna take a little break or catch the last bit of this beautiful sunset.
Proper glassware?
Whoa, you brought your own glass.
Of course. We're gonna do this proper. So, first ingredient is banana infused bourbon, brown sugar simple syrup, walnut bitters, and a little bit of vanilla.
So after scoring a couple showers, we are in for a bit of a treat. We're having a banana bread old fashioned. And I'm a big bourbon fan, and I'm also a big old-fashioned fan, and who doesn't like, you know, banana bread? So these are just good things going together. You have an actual pick? What's
Ice pick.
You know you can get like ice cube form at the store.
No. So this is the proper way to have ice cubes.
Okay.
Because
Yeah, explain this to me.
so you can get any size you want, and also you can see how clear it is.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like aesthetics as well. If I did that correctly.
Wow.
All right.
That is.
So you gotta have a big ice cube so it'll melt slower, and it won't mess up the cocktail. You'll just keep it cold, not water it down.
So I do have to build a bar into this boat at some
yeah.
point.
2 beverages, 2 fancy beverages.
Cheers.
Cheers. See that ice cube, man?
That is a substantial, amazing ice cube.
Mm-hmm.